Yay! And here it is, finished, framed and ready to go. And it wasn't so bad by the time I had on it. It's yeah. So I'm looking forward to making these bigger so I can go deeper. And yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And here I am. So I hope you can give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and check out my Patreon and support my channel. And yeah, tell all your friends about it. That would be nice. Help my channel grow. It's very important. Let the videos roll even if you don't watch them, so you bring up my view time, and do all you can to help me grow. Yay. Thank you. Until next time, keep on painting. That's what it's all about. Maybe. Yay, here I am again. A small detail that I keep on forgetting is in description you find hyperlinks, so you can jump around in the video and go back and forth and stuff. So it takes me a while to create these hyperlinks, so please use them. Actually, you give me one view every time you use them, so do it, okay? Use them. Yay. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna paint this little, what do you call that? What do you call it? A airplanescape or a skyscape? It's not a landscape, it's not a seascape. I guess it's a skyscape. So this video will be how to paint a skyscape, I guess. And yeah, it's quite nice to have it hanging just there, because now I can just take that line and basically just boom, there's the middle. And boom, boom, approximately here. It's very nice. I actually love, I look at other people when you're sitting on planes, and many of them aren't even looking out the window, and I think, what the hell is wrong with you? It is so beautiful out there. It is just amazing, and people aren't even looking out. They're sitting there doing their computer or sleeping, and this is just a 1 hour trip actually I usually do. This is basically over from Oslo to where I live in Karmøy when I fly home. I don't know if this is home or actually back to Oslo, I don't remember. But maybe this is actually Karmøy. It could be Karmøy, that Iceland. That is my home, Iceland. But as I say, I'm not sure. So, well, it's under the clouds. Usually planes are over the clouds. So maybe it is actually going in for landing. Anyway, I'm gonna paint this. So it's actually gonna be a gift to this lottery in Lions exhibition in Karmøy. So usually I paint a small painting to them, and I give away for free. So there's not much many times I do that, but I've been doing it for years, so And it's better for me to paint something that doesn't take that much of my time. It's not actually easy to paint a landscape, but it's not that time consuming as a still life, especially a portrait is extremely time consuming. Just gonna fill in. It's quite grey in the sky. It's got these clouds here are kind of the typical rainy clouds with a deep. And there's actually here I just take some black actually into the blue to tone it down, and then I can just take some red because there's also red in it, and I just will keep on working with it in this way until I find the hue that I feel it's the right one. And then I can put in all the different light areas and stuff. There will be I would think 3 or 4 overpaints, maybe 3 or 4. Usually on a more sketchy thing like this, it can be enough with 3 or 4 overpaints. But we'll see. Maybe I will need more, maybe I'll need less. It's very hard to tell. Here too is like, yeah. So do like this now. For now, put in the light areas here. I think I'm going to do a bunch of these now in bigger formats. I'm also going to do a lot of other landscapes, also from Freedom Tower in New York. I took some really great photos from Freedom Tower at night, and it's a beautiful view with a beautiful sky. So I'll also do that. What I love about this is the very Turner-esque type of feel to it. I really love that, so that's also one of the reasons why I picked this one. I've been going through a lot of photos today to find this. I had to go back in time, and I knew I had taken a lot of pictures like this. I had to dig around for a couple of hours to find the right ones. So take too many pictures with these mobile telephones. It's so easy to take pictures, so you get sloppy. You know, you just fill it up and you never actually look at them again, and when you're gonna find them, you will have to dig like crazy. So, see, a little more grayscale. This is for my friend Kyle. Kyle is quite good, really good actually, landscape painter from the United States, from the south. I don't remember where right now. Georgia? I don't know. Well, anyway, so he wants me to paint more. He told me that Americans love landscapes and I should paint more landscapes for my YouTube channel, and I said, well, I have actually painted a lot of landscapes on my YouTube channel. It still doesn't grow that much, so, but anyway. I want to try to keep this to the point, you know, it's just about painting and not about life, existence and everything. So, it's going to be a happy tutorial. You can just see how I sketch. It is strange because I remember when I was younger and I started out doing landscapes and stuff, it was always much more difficult than it is now. You see, I sketch it up quite easily. My eyes takes it quite well. Of course it gets harder as I go along, but you start to take things more rapidly, and yeah, just, you know. I also like to keep it loose, quite loose on the first layers here. So. It's intense light over here, and these small dots of clouds and stuff. It's even better if I could blow it up and should make some real big ones, you know, big ones, really big ones, like Turner-esque big ones, and just dig into it and just overpaint and go into it, because there's so much information actually laying in this. And you have to do a lot of overpaint and building of textures and solve a lot of problems actually to get to that beautiful light. So it's all about putting different colors up against each other. So, and of course textures, I keep this quite low, I do this high, and that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So yeah. It's funny, my father used to be a sailor, and he likes sitting around on the iPad and watch planes, like land and stuff like that, just watch. And it's kind of, I said, why don't you just travel more? I mean, it's not that, we have already traveled so much, and blah blah blah. And he sits there and he watches these plane rides where you can see the sky and the landings and everything, and I think, wow, I really miss that traveling life, the peace of mind when you're sitting on a plane and you can't really go anywhere. You can't jump out of a plane and you just sit there, think. I think that is something he misses. And something I love to do also is sitting in a plane and just staring at the window, thinking. So, because I'm typical hyperactive, so when I'm on a plane, I can't really do anything else, you know. And, well, you can watch movies and stuff, but it's kind of a waste of time. It's a good place to start thinking. That is also when I see these beautiful, I have taken so many pictures of clouds and different, and sometimes I go all manic. It's almost like I have a beautiful girl as a model, and she starts to move, and every motion becomes another, becomes a different painting, and I just can feel my body heats up. I get basically a little bit of the same feeling when I'm sitting on a plane like this and I start clicking and I can't stop, you know. In the end I clicked like 100 pictures of different clouds and I sit there, probably never gonna look at them again, but there's that creative flow that I get from it. So. And now I'm painting one. Finally, finally, after years and years of taking photos, I found some really nice ones, the series. So I'm finally painting them, and that's a good thing. And yeah, so there's some light there, and there's some coming in here. Here, there's a nice cloud there. So it's not going to be totally photorealistic anyway. It's going to be a little bit sketch-like, because I basically don't have the time. And I don't want them to be photorealistic anyway. The point is with these paintings is going to be it's going to be a way for me to a little bit get away from. It's nice to get away from the very stringent. You have seen some of my onion videos and stuff, or still lifes, how I really struggle with the shapes and everything. And here it is all a little bit more loose. It's just colors and light shaping everything, and I can let go a little bit, and it's actually a good feeling. Of course I will also go into the more neurotic state where I can't get this light correct, and I can't get this thing to live. But as I say, there's also limits to the size here. So that's okay. Yes. It's all white. Flatten this a little bit because it's not going to be that much texture there. Most of the texture and the thickest layers is going to be here. Of course, it's going to be thick layer here too, but if I keep this too thick now, I'm going to get into the same trouble that I do in the small figure painting paintings. It collides in a way with. I'm putting in too much color from the start, and too much textures, and I can't really get all these small dots in afterwards without colliding with the textures. So I just try to keep it down a little bit. Medium. I'll do that first sketch half hour. That is the limit on my 10 stops, and I also need more battery, so 60 minutes now. Maybe you find it, hope you find it interesting. A little bit fluid. all these nice things here. That is the things I could work more with if I had a bigger canvas. It's very difficult to get these things into such a small canvas. So I talk about difficulties as if it should stop me, and it shouldn't stop me, because I think everything that is difficult is probably the most interesting. So I should stop saying that. I haven't been out my door actually for days. The whole weekend I've just been home and paint. Of course, I use a lot of time every day to get into my painting, and today I think I used almost 10 hours just to get started. And it's not 8 hours. And I was actually supposed to just go right into the painting, but there's something in me that is holding me back, and I just need to get ready. It's almost like I'm gonna go into this boxing match with myself every day. And I guess my brain is still, after all my pain and stuff for the last few years, my brain is still when I think about, okay, I'm gonna go painting now, my brain actually starts to lighten up the pain centers in the brain, and that actually makes me can we call it proxicrate, or well, it starts making me do a lot of other things, cleaning and doing a lot of other shit, because it's almost like part of my brain tries to avoid it because it's so used to it being stressful and painful. But now it isn't stressful and painful anymore. But my brain needs a lot of time to adjust to the new reality, which is it's a dance again. It's just fun. It's just a good feeling with no pain in my arthritis anymore. You know, if I stood for the last 2 years, if I stood here, painted for an hour or two, and I lost a pencil down to the ground, and I almost couldn't pick it up again because I stiffened up so much. And it's crazy that I didn't just operate several years ago. Well, that's how it is. But now I don't have that pain, but my brain, as I say, needs time to find that beautiful, easy flow. So the good thing is that despite all this I've been struggling with, I have become a better painter. You can see that, so that's good. So, I mean, we can tend to, as we go older, we tend to become deeper. And when you become deeper, you are able to see more, more clearly where your problems are. And the same goes for painting, I guess. So it's not just painting that makes you a better painter, but also getting emotionally and intellectually smarter and deeper. But there I go again with my digressions into existentialism and how to think and stuff like that. I think it's very important that people understand that. That painting isn't really... Being an artist is not just about paint, it's about connecting with the deeper parts of yourself if you want to really start to become a subjective painter. I'm not talking about becoming the best realist or the best. I'm talking about brush strokes and honesty in the brush strokes. Sometimes I feel like I find more honesty in amateur pictures that is just bad paintings, but it is honest. So in a way, they can be better than people that are good, but do not have that natural, spontaneous, more childish approach to it. That openness that brings with it the virtuose. Yeah. Yeah, but also, of course, skill is extremely important. So, so does it start to look like something? Mm-hmm. I love this. I'm an impressionist. I posted a video on YouTube now called Why Digital Art Sucks. And I said something about Delacroix, that he was one of the first impressionists in the video, and this guy won't dismiss everything I said because I was wrong about Delacroix. And then I knew I was right, actually, because he was basically the Impressionism's father. The way he used the brushwork and built his paintings were the direct inspiration for the Impressionists that came right after him. But this guy clearly had a grudge and didn't want to give in to facts. I showed him the links and stuff. So that's how people are, you know. I mean, check your facts before you say something. And if you are proven wrong, if you haven't checked your facts and you are proven wrong, admit it. Just admit it. Don't get angry and attack people. Just admit it. That's a good thing you can do. Admit that you fucked up. Oh shit, I was wrong about Delacroix. I don't understand why that should be so difficult. I have no idea why I started talking about that. Okay, let me see now. These are very nice, actually. My friend Kyle, I'm gonna buy some to him on my. These are round and they're quite a little bit expensive. Basically, I think because of the shafts are so beautiful. But they are really good, and he is painting more, not as rough as me, and I guess he will be able to take better care of his pencils just because of that. See, now I just use, I could do that too, that would be cool, you know. I just make a painting. I need to. You know, I used to experiment much more. I made a whole painting out of only used only the this one, or so maybe I should try that too. Just take some landscapes, like, okay, on this one I'm only going to use round pencils, on this only flat pencils, on this only, and try to expand a little bit my techniques and stuff. Because I saw when I did this, get the, if you look at these Van Gogh's paintings, oh, they are so beautiful. You can see how he has kind of his choices. He makes choices for every concrete choices for every brush stroke he does, and he puts down a lot of paint in every brush strokes, and especially in the cornfields and these things. And when you see these paintings in reality, they are just stunning. I mean, they are so unbelievably beautiful. You can't really see that when you see them in books. You just can't see it. And yeah, and that is all about subjective touch, and that was also okay. Let's just keep driving. Talked about in the video, the digital video, where the video about digital art, where I just talk. Digital paint, they call it digital painting, but it isn't painting. I mean, this is painting. Painting is with paint, and it leaves brushwork, direct contact with the brushes, and you build it physically. So instead of wasting your time on digital painting, please just learn how to paint. If you can draw, you can learn to paint. It's like Christopher Hitchens did say about writing: if you can speak, you can write. And of course, if you don't have anything to say, you also have nothing to write about. So the problem isn't that you can't write, the problem is that you have nothing to say. So, I mean, grammar is not really the most important thing. Now in painting, the most important thing is paint, not a motif. But in writing, of course, you have, if you are a good writer, that you know how to use the language, which I just don't know, because typically a little bit dyslexic and stuff. But I do know how to talk. And if I could basically write the way I talk, yeah, maybe that would be something. I think there was a lot of digressions here right now. Maybe my point just is that you have to, when it comes to digital art anyways, it's not painting. So please don't think, please do not think that just because you have learned yourself some tricks on Photoshop or some iPad and stuff or something like that, Paint as a program's called, please don't think that you can paint, because you can't. Of course, in a computer it would be impossible to make the colors just dirty and disgusting, okay? Because if you mix too many colors, they just turn to shit. and a computer wouldn't understand shit. So you can't really can't do those mistakes, but of course the most important thing is that the paint isn't there, so it's not paint. This is paint. I think I'm gonna make a video about, I just talk about this thing. Why paint? Yeah. Why paint? Coffee with Knut Andre Vikshåland. Why paint at all? When I went to art school and I wanted to paint like this, the teachers just hated it because we had this art debate in Norway. The Norwegian art scene is, a lot of it is financed by oil, and artists, the artists that are in the mainstream art establishment are very spoiled with money directly from the state, and there was this figurative movement with Odd Nerdrum, great Norwegian artist, and Vebjørn Sand, which also is really good. They started this, first it was Odd Nerdrum that started this. Yeah, okay. I went out of more space and now soon will be out of battery. Anyway, and then Vebjørn Sand came into the thing, and there was a really battle between this figurative movement and this more abstract modern painters. I think it was basically a Norwegian phenomenon. Yeah. But anyway, I suffered from that in art school because the teachers looked at everything that was figurative painting as almost an insult to their intelligence. Why paint like this? You should do all that shit with performance art and all the things I never really cared about at all. So, and yeah. Of course, I have no idea why I started talking about that either, but I guess that's a minor detail. Anyway, you see here, it's kind of different in the colors. I saw when I went away. It's very different. It's not that different when you see the things together. But then again, who cares? It's just a first sketch anyway. And I will get closer as I go along. And I will also put in, of course, these small details and stuff that show that this actually is here, small yellow. There's more light here. Now it's just a soup. So it's hard to get in more paint now into it, sadly. So just gonna do like this. So and yeah. Yeah. So much happening there. So I have to deal with that the next layer. But you know, it's like, this is a quite quick rough sketch, and yeah. I actually do think that Van Gogh did most of his stuff in one go. I'm not sure actually, I don't think he went back and, but you can check that out, I don't know actually. I just know that his stuff is stunningly beautiful. It's too much oil here now, I can't really get more paint into it. Giddy up, giddy up. There's a lot of yellow there and thick color, a lot of light. But I won't be able to get it in now because it's too much color in it already. You see it just starts to become slippery and you can't really get that much more color into it. Yeah, and that's okay. Doesn't matter. Next layer, the clarity becomes stronger, and yeah. Yeah, guys, it's much bluer on the. It is actually. The camera is interpreting those colors in a different way than these colors. So even that sees that the digital is very different from the 2D to the 3D, and with real colors it's very different. Clearly. And yeah. There is some more light on top here. This is cloud. This is cloud going there. Yeah. Stuff like that. Some more black. I can't really get much more color into it now. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's always hard to stop. So just stop. There's very yellow underneath here. So a yellow strip there. Stripe. Here. It's very yellowish. And also very bright over there. This is a different hue. Like this. But anyway, I'll stop now. I think it was just nice to do the whole sketch so you can actually see what happened. And next time I start by adding more light here. Then I build from there. Start building all the other stuff. Okay. It's quite exhausting actually. This one too. So there's an Iceland there. This one. And that is on Skyscape. First one I ever painted. Never painted a skyscape before. So, now you watched art history. Yeah, right. That's quite fun. Pure art history. Giddy up. Just one more. One more. The light here. The light, the light. So. Yeah, oh, that did a lot of. This one. They almost look like spaceships. All the different shapes. Think about it. It's the same shapes in the clouds in the sky of Earth that you see in the star clouds and on Jupiter and any other place where you have clouds. Is the same shapes, the same laws of physics that creates the different shapes, and there's an infinite variation of this. I have no idea how many universes you have to get to clouds that would be exactly the same, but it's quite many. The chance of that is like, yeah. It's never zero. Well, I guess it's close to it. That was bad. Now I want to do something more there too, because now that starts to annoy me. Just be a little bit loose on the pencil. So If you want to get more paint in on a wet, like wet and wet like this, you just have to keep don't push it in, and just hold it quite like a feather in your hand, and you are actually able to get more brushwork into it. But if you start pushing, it just dirties up and dies. So yeah. These clouds are so cute. Just need to get some more. Anyway, I'm gonna work in between them with all these small lights. So I can actually hear the way I talk these days that I'm more positive to what I'm doing. So, and feel so much better. Oh God, I can't really stop now. Ah, shit. It's hard to stop when you have gotten into the groove. You just want to keep on rocking. Okay, I can't get more in it, so I'm just going to leave this. Okay, thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya. Okie dokie, here we go. So there. Some glaze and then wait a minute instead of 10 minutes. And then not glaze, retoucher varnish. Just to make it sticky. Actually wouldn't need it here to see the colors. I can already see them. But it's nice when I put on the glaze to it become sticky. Retouche. Okay, so within 10 minutes, something like that, and then glaze, and then okay. So little glaze again. And yeah, so just go over it like this. What happens? Has dried, so that's good. Wasn't sure if it had dried. So wasn't that much, so now I can choose between starting in the dark or light, so I start light. I usually do. That strip is so important. See if I can pencil. Most that's okay. Just gonna remove. Okay, I've been painting for quite many hours now. Basically, been doing it for 12 hours. Of course not in stretch because I take breaks and stuff, but it's starting to get to me. Yeah. This is supposed to be quite impressionist anyway, so it's not the most difficult thing. But it needs to be quite good. So. It's very strong light in there. A reddish tone, which is quite difficult. It's kind of a sparkly, reddish tone, metallic tone actually. Yeah, it goes all the way, like here, and it evens out. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna do these way bigger. I think I need some new pencils actually. Or do I? I don't have to clean up my pencils today. I lost too many lately. See now. This strip is also beautiful. Red. Yeah. Strange that won't come. Make so many different nuances out of so few colors. That's how it is. Nature. Just amazing to watch. You watch the sky, how it keep changing colors. How morning actually has totally. Mornings has cold, kind of cold colors. They are warm but cold at the same time. It's probably because of the humidity in the air or something. I don't know. It's probably a good scientific explanation. And as I usually tell people if they ask me something, Google it. If there is an answer, the answer is to find on the internet. So. move it a little bit more like this. Sorry. Fascinating. Need a round pencil. See that? This one can put on the yellow here. So much happening in this. Oh, the size makes it limited, as I said, to how much detail I can go into in this. It's a shame really, but it's just how it is. Okay, that's nice. John. Okay, I'm gonna go in here, and that color has to be different. Has to be more neutral. So I'll do that black. In the end, I will start to melt all the different colors into one another. So. Yes. Push it down. These are quite good for these small things. And also, I like these round bristles, pencils. And it's nice with a long shaft actually too. Because you can take a step back and you can actually let's see if I can get some on my beautiful cow in America. I'm gonna buy more of these because it's quite okay to work with on a distance, especially when I like to see this, these two things at the same time. Now maybe it's not smart to show you the motif I paint from because compare and you see how horrible it is. Then again, it's life. I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit now, and then I start going in and make some more details. You always lose the first, it's very beautiful actually, the first strokes, and it's always kind of sad to see them go, but it's totally necessary if you want to go beyond sketch, that you just have to lose these first really first beautiful brushstrokes. So you just have to accept it. It's very yellow there too. Yellowish, bright, shining, metallic, small dots. So yeah. So this one. Use Kraplak here to get that light because you have the green or yellow and then the reddish in the clouds there. So they start to kind of come alive. Yeah. Then you have the ground. This is way more in the dark, like this. Also actually, there's some water here that reflects the sky. It's quite nice. Water here that reflects this. Over here, small ones. So yeah. I could look at this as a study, kind of a study to a bigger painting, which it also is. So Yeah. I have to use small black in the sky up here because then I have one called from Winsor Newton, one called blue black, which has a little marsh black, and ivory black is more grayish. Blue black has some, it kind of leans towards, blue is in the name. So it's good for this because it has some color, but it doesn't take over, it's just cold. Ivory black tend to be a little bit warmer and can be used for other things, but right here I want to try to keep it a little bit cold with actually up here, and then I just do some kraplak also in whites and stuff, and I just try to get that reddish, bluish, greyish. It's a lot of ish when it comes to these things. So, yeah, okay. I'll show a little bit more. Also what happens is that I kind of drag whites a little bit more together. So it overlaps and doesn't have this much that it kind of glides together, Feels natural. Anyway, so just continue working. So it's funny, it's annoying actually to see the difference now when I go back. And see what I can do here. This. It's actually a good thing to see it through the camera because it's easier to see where the different mistakes lie. And yeah. Quite amazing. Well, a little more concrete. Anyway. Zoom. Getting a little bit closer. Still have to get more warmth into the clouds. I tend to see it a little bit different. Really getting tired now, so I have to go to sleep soon. So you have to keep the clouds very low key. Small nuances. Difficult getting the right amount of color or white into the scene. See, more reddish here. Sea, you know, the sea reflects the sky, so just all that noise they're making. Bastards. Really enjoy it, you know, a little bit tired, but really enjoy making the sea. Now, Skyscape. There's a lot of small details that I'll do later. See here, there's all violet, small violet in there. I'm using the alizarin, as I say. You can get different hues of that one too, but I'm sticking with the same all the time because I can. That is also the good thing about keeping your colors to one kind of color, one palette, because you will get a very personal color stamp in your paintings. If you keep changing and adding colors that are already made, like flesh tint and sky blue and apple green and apple red and all kinds of stupid colors like that, which actually is bullshit. It will screw up your, probably anyway, screw up you going deeper into real colors like the complementary colors and stuff. So I'll just solve it a little bit. Yeah. I think I have to give in, or I'll see me when I start painting next time. 1-8. A little bit of orange and white there. No, yellow, red. I'm too tired now. I can't see anymore. Straight. So. Anyway, I think it becomes quite sweet. I'll dissolve this tomorrow. The colors is actually more like, in reality, it's more blue there than there, but in reality they are closer in hue. So it is something with how the camera picks up the real color contra the digital colors on the paper. For the camera, it's two different types of surfaces, there's no doubt about it. And I guess I just have to live with that. I think it's going to be a little bit more dirty green. Add some more yellow, so it turns to this kind of grayish, yellow greenish type of color. Anyway, I can't do this anymore now. I haven't got any more energy left, so. But on a distance, they really start to look like each other. So I guess I'm on the right track here. And that is that. Okay, time to rock and roll. There will be some sound from the outside because we're actually putting down some asphalt. It's the morning, so I guess just have to live with it. I'm gonna finish this sweet little thing. Just go in here and I'm gonna adjust some of the tones in the sky, put in some extra light and some of the nice small clouds and stuff. Yeah, small clouds, dots with small clouds. Now it is grayer here, So I think I need to get maybe some yellow into it or something like that. I'm not sure, but I will figure it out. I'm not gonna do, maybe I should do a glaze just for fun. Yeah, let me do a glaze. I mean, it's always nice to have that fresh start. So, I need some medium. Now this shit has been going on for weeks. And so annoying to listen to. But I guess they're finishing. You know, in Norway they work quite slow because most shit are financed by the state. So people get paid anyway. There's a piece of road from the city and up to where I live, and they have used, I think it's like 300 or 400 meters. It's not much, not even half a mile. And I have used now 2 years to put down some shit there, and I always think if it was China, somebody would have gotten executed for doing a lousy job. But anyway, it's a great country to live in, Norway. Of course, it's like not just winning the lottery. Yeah. So I like this, you know, it's like the new start. Here we see some oil I take off. And I think it's something to work with. I'm going to do some of these big. I'm going to actually start doing a lot of landscapes. I'm going to do cityscapes from New York. I'm going to do cityscapes from Oslo. I'm going to do landscapes, all kinds of stuff. I'm so into painting now, and it's just actually it could be like this. It's kind of nice, you know. It's almost a 3D. Of course, I had the Retouching on this one first. Such nice textures that pops up now when I do this, and it's almost a shame to paint over it because it's so open. But you know, that's how it is. Yeah. Okay. I think I will start with the clouds. Usually I would start here, but I want to start with clouds a little bit. See if I can find that grayscale thing. And it has to be a little bit more open here. I can actually look at the film and see if I'm getting closer. But then again, the camera is seeing the colors a little bit different than the colors different than in the photo. So it's hard to know. But this was too blue anyway. The clouds are more in the greenish rain. You know, when clouds had heavy rain clouds, a lot of water in them, and they turn kind of bluish grey. I guess that is a kind of clouds that are here now. Nah, it's basically the same thing. You know, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're more greenish. So, let me put in some greenish then. No idea how long this is going to go on. Well, hopefully not for too long. Reddish. I've been working with Apple today for hours on end, and I'm gonna put a video out. You can see how frustrated I was with it. Was just down there and make it like kind of stand in the right way. I was so frustrated, but I also did some good work because I figured out a way to round it and how to work with the object in a different way to get the result I was after. So I actually learned a lot from it. So one of those videos you can actually learn something from. It became a kind of a micro impressionist painting, where I started to kind of put colors on top of each other. Anyway, I can't hear myself think. This noise. Let's see now. Okay. There's something there. Here. Okay, this stripe here. Yeah, it's better. To a smaller brush. Really see straight there. It's too much shine in the. Oh, that's kind of right color. See, I kind of, almost like I should use a charcoal or pen. So here, and here, and here. What is all that traffic on my phone? I have to hold my hand high here. I'm just going to put in some light here just to show you how that will be. Ah, shit. My pencils are a little bit dirtied up from the other painting I've been doing. Let me see now. In here I see yellow and red or violet, or no, actually it's almost like it's kind of so vivid. It's almost like it's burning, you know. So I have a hard time repeating that, but I'm try my best. Kitty up. It's that yellow. And the thing here is that there are yellow down here too that reflects this, and in between we have these beautiful dots of clouds and stuff. So small here, it's difficult to know exactly how to paint it, but I will try. So, here goes over in reddish, or the caplac, or something, it's hard to know. The complementary colors is just doing its thing. Time. Then it is the red inside there. Not that it takes so much time to paint a painting like this. It takes a few hours. The sketching process is always very fast, so that is the least one. So was wrong. So, is that it? No, you can do that. Little bit of orange, yellow. Light our fix later. So, anyway. Yeah, it was 70 minutes, so I will keep on painting for a while and see what. Okay, been working for a while. I still can't find that right color in the clouds, so I'm just gonna go for. Actually, as I say, it's much closer than I see it in real life, and this one seems to be much more warm than this, but now when I'm looking, it isn't actually. But blah blah blah. I guess I just have to live with it. So I don't know. I'm gonna do this in a bigger painting, so then I will actually see better. So computer. Maybe if I used ivory black, because I'm using blue black now, and it might be different if I actually used ivory, because it is actually warmer. But start changing that now, it's like it's too late, so I'm just gonna go as far as I can. This wasn't supposed to be more than just a sketchy painting anyway, but I can see that I'm moving closer and closer to a not so sketchy one. So it's actually a painting that is going to, I'm not going to get paid for this, it's just for a raffle they had to go to income to different courses. Sometimes it's Doctors Without Borders, sometimes Red Cross or something like that. So I just every year I just make them a small painting so they can have in their raffle. And yeah. So I tried to do something that wouldn't cost me that much, but I have to pay for the frame and I have to pay for, you know, the time it takes and stuff. But I think it's a nice thing to. I've been in this exhibition for all the way from the beginning in the 90s, and they always treated me very well. So yeah. So I treat them well back, you know. And it's, of course, it has a value when it comes to it's, you get the good word in when you give away stuff. Usually artists only give a print or something like that, but I don't make any prints. Plus I would probably not give them a print anyway. I prefer to give original painting. Yeah. Just have to dissolve this a little bit. It's very dissolved. The nice thing is that this motif is is exactly when I'm going to take the plane there today, and this is exactly where when I come home, when I start seeing Karmøy and coming in there, and it's always a good feeling, you know. Go home to my parents and yeah, I really love my parents. Such a beautiful people. My beautiful place where I want to grow old, and when I have a big studio there when I'm older, a couple of dogs. That's what I'm thinking of. Now it's the neighbor who is making the noise. So funny. It's a good thing I was actually going to travel in the morning, but I changed my ticket, and I'm very glad I did that, because I thought I was going to be finished with this painting like 6 in the morning, something, but then I got into some trouble with one of my still lifes. I couldn't get the apple to stand in the right way, and I was fighting that for hours on end, and in the end I just, okay, it was a good thing that I did change my ticket. So. So, yeah, she needs more light over there. There. It's kind of a greenish color. Blue, green, something. Yellow. Difficult. Something like this. Maybe. With some cup luck. Oh. Okay. Okay, clouds. There's a small cloud here. They have some cobalt blue in them, and of course the alsaline, which basically is violet, and there's a lot of yellow here, so you get the violet and the yellow, and you get the blue and orange, and you get red and green, all these colors. Have to get them to look natural, that's the problem. My American friend Kyle is good at this. He doesn't know how good he is, and that's good, because nobody likes a person. If a person thinks he's too good, things usually stop. Okay, I'm gonna change this, guys. Wheels at some point, because this is nuts, you know. He has these wheels on his kind of small wagon-like things, so and they're made of hard plastic, and he has a floor with well, with stone plates, you know. I don't know the word in English, but they make so much noise. Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway. Okay, I'm trying to get this right here. Oh, come on. So, here. And here. There's one here. There's one coming in from the side. And there's here. Yeah, you get the point. Foggy morning, actually. Or is it evening? Maybe it's evening. I don't know. Ah, it's sundown, because the sun would be on the other side. Mm-hmm. There's one there, one over here, there's one, small kind of, little shine here, where that is quite red. It's like nice, and the sky is too peeking through there to the seawater. The other side of it. Yeah. Smaller, but Yeah. Okay, well, I'll continue painting and show you how it went in the end. I'm almost out of gas, and I don't think I can actually put much more color into this, and it has to be finished today, so I just have to live with the fact that it's a little bit different from the original. I do not understand, because when I look at this now, as I said before, it is basically almost the same hue, almost the same colors, but the camera is showing this very blue. I guess the rule is that camera is different from eyes. That is the... I guess that's the conclusion. Okay. Yeah. There's always more I could do, but I just have to stop now. And So. So.
Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you check out the hyperlinks in the description. There you can actually jump around in the different segments of the video, and that you share it with your friends. Check out my Patreon page and maybe support my artwork and my YouTube channel. That will be great, and you can also actually win a painting every month. So stay cool and become a patron and keep painting.